have Mr. Vishnu R. Dusad, the Managing Director and Co-founder at Nucleus Software, joining us to talk to us about their performance going forward. Sir, hi, thank you so much for making time and speaking with ET now. First up, help us understand what's driving the growth, because on a sequential basis, it's a very stellar number that you have reported, and this at a time when BFSI vertical is actually quite sluggish for rest of the companies.
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to explain our earnings. This has been possible essentially because our pricing for our intellectual property was extremely low. We call it was ultra deep discounted. And what we are attempting to do is go back to our customers, speak to them about how our products are adding immense value to their business. And in the process, we are saying that we need to revise our annual maintenance contracts. And I'm very happy to report to you that our customers are able to appreciate our perspective, and they are increasing the prices. They are helping us get the right kind of revenue, and I won't even say right kind of revenue, in the direction of right kind of revenue for the intellectual property that we have made available to them. And it
Absolutely.
is the result of one time. Yes, please.
Yes, no, sir, that's what was going to be my question to you. Of course, over the last 30 years, you have been providing the services, so it was long overdue that a repricing happens. But could you break it down for us of how many, clients have onboarded the repricing, that how many more are in the pipeline, and what's the quantum of this pricing hike?
Okay, those are, I won't be able to share any numbers whatsoever. Please, you need to bear with us because of the fact that our clients are, from the biggest to the smallest, and also the pricing also needs to work with the value that is getting delivered to the customer. And that being the case, it is virtually impossible for us to put any numbers around this particular phenomenon. We would be, coming back and reporting to you about how the progress is. But to make an attempt to forecast something is not really possible.
So at least you could give us an idea whether whatever growth that we have been seeing in your financials, is it completely because of a price hike, or there has been some volume growth or some new clients that you have been able to add?
We can say for all practical purposes, it is essentially because of the price hike.
And also, I understand, and please correct me if I'm wrong there, but I understand there is a one-time retrospective revenue also involved, because some of the clients have taken the retrospective repricing as well. Could you, break it down for us? What could be the sustainable number? What was that one-time impact, if at all?
Again, I won't be able to do that, but let me just explain it to you that when we are talking to our customers about price hikes, we essentially are able to convey the value of the product, that the products that they have been using for some of them for decades. And it is in that context that they are able to see the value discussion that we have initiated recently, and they are able to appreciate and give the price hikes appropriately.
So let's just shift focus and talk to you about the client addition and the deal win momentum as well, because you've stopped disclosing that number in your press release. Could you talk to us about how the deal win momentum is like? What's the client addition pipeline looking like?
Yeah, certainly. As we were mentioning yesterday, we have been into automobile lending space for now at least 23 years. That is especially captive auto lending players like General Motors Acceptance Corporation, for whom we had signed a deal, 23 years back, and they continue to be our customers. And likewise, we have customers like Toyota Financial Services. We have customers like BMW Finance, and so on. So in a similar category, we are talking to various other players, and there are deals in the pipeline that we are looking forward to, because our prospective customers, they understand the value that we have delivered to other players, and they want to derive similar value.
Sir, also talk to us about what's the cash deployment plan, because if I have it right, the balance on the book stands at around 700 crore rupees. You have been doing buybacks to return some shareholder value as well. What's the plan going forward? Are you looking at acquisition? Could there be more buybacks on the anvil?
The board has declared 100% dividend, and also uh, as of this moment, we are not looking at any acquisitions whatsoever. So buyback, as far as that is concerned, the board will again look at it whenever they want to consider these aspects.
And so just before I let you go, I know it's difficult for you to forecast the numbers and talk about it in detail, but directionally speaking, you managed to deliver almost a 25-30% growth in FY23. Could we see a similar number in FY24, or could it be lower, between, let's say, 15 to 20% range?
Okay, I won't be able to say whether it will be a similar number or lower, but I would just want to add that we are making all out efforts to maintain the momentum.
Okay, so on that note, we'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you joining us and trying to help us understand what the outlook is looking like for the company.